There once was a boy named Gimmesome Roy. He was nothing like me or you, 'cause kicking back and getting high was all he ever cared to do. As a kid, he'd sit in the cellar, sniffing airplane glue. And then he'd smoke banana peels when that was a thing to do. He tried aspirin and Coca-Cola, he breathed helium on the sly, and his life became an endless search to find the perfect high. But grass just made him want to lay back and eat chocolate chip pizza all night. And the great things that he wrote when he was stoned looked like shit in the morning light. Speed just made him want to rap all day. Reds laid him too far back. Cocaine Rose was sweet to the nose, but the price nearly broke his back. He tried PCP, he tried THC, but that never quite did the trick. Poppers nearly blew his heart. Mushrooms made him sick. Acid made him see the light, but he couldn't remember it long. And hash was a little too weak, and smack was a little too strong. Quaaludes made him stumble, and booze just made him cry. Till he heard of a cat named Boba Fats, who knew of the perfect high. Now Boba Fats was a hermit cat, lived high up in Nepal, high on a craggy mountain top, up a sheer and icy wall. Well, hell, said Roy, I'm a healthy boy. I'll crawl or climb or fly, till I find the guru who'll give me the clue as to what's the perfect high. So often out goes Gimmesome Roy to a land that knows no time, up a trail no man could follow, to a cliff no man could climb. For 14 years he climbed that cliff, back down again he'd slide. He'd sit and cry, then climb some more, pursuing the perfect high. Grinding his teeth, coughing blood, aching and shaking and weak, starving and sore, bleeding and tore, he reaches the mountain peak. And his eyes blink red like a snow-blind wolf, and he snarls the snarl of a rat. And there in repose and wearing no clothes sits the godlike Boba Fats. What's happening, Fats? Says Roy with joy. I've come to state my biz. I hear you're hip to the perfect trip. Please tell me what it is. For as you can see, said Roy to he, I'm about to die. So for my last ride, please tell me how can I achieve the perfect high? Well, dog my cat, says Boba Fats, another burned-out soul, who's looking for an alchemist to turn his trip to gold. It isn't in a dealer's stash or on no druggist's shelf. Son, if you would find the perfect high, find it in yourself. Well, you jive motherfucker, said Roy. I climbed through rain and sleet. I froze 3 fingers off my hand and 4 toes off my feet. I braved the lair of the polar bear and I tasted the maggot's kiss. And you tell me the highs ain't myself? What kind of shit is this? My ears before they froze off, said Roy, had heard all kinds of crap. But I didn't climb for 14 years to hear your sophomore rap. And I didn't climb up here to hear the highs on the natch. So tell me where the real stuff is, or I'll kill your guru ass. Okay, said Boba Fats. You're forcing it out of me. There is a land beyond the sun that's known as Zabali. A wretched land of stone and sand where snakes and buzzards scream. And in the devil's garden blooms the mystic Zutsu tree. And every 10 years it blooms one flower, as white as a Key West sky. And he who eats of the Zutsu flower will know of the perfect high. For the rush comes on like a tidal wave, and it hits like the blazing sun. And the high lasts forever, the down don't never come. But Zabali land is ruled by a giant, who stands 12 cubits high. And with eyes of red in his 100 heads, he awaits the passerby. And you must slay the red-eyed giant, and swim the river of slime, where the mucus beasts await to feast on those who journey by. And if you slay the giant and beasts and swim the slimy sea, there's a blood-drinking witch who sharpens her teeth as she guards the Zutsu tree. Well, to hell with your witches and giants, said Roy, and to hell with the beasts of the sea. As long as the zoot-zoo flower still blooms, hope still blooms for me. And with tears of joy in his sunblind eyes, he slips the Guru a 5 and climbs back down the mountainside, pursuing the perfect high. Well, that is that, said Boba Fats, sitting back down on his stone, facing another 1,000 years of talking to God alone. Yes, Lord, it's always the same, old man or bright-eyed youth. It's always easier to sell him some shit than it is to tell him the truth.